Hello guys, today I will be attempting a PVZ2 Insta only challenge. I'm using TTS because I don't feel like boasting over all of this. The rules for this challenge are really simple. The rules go as the following. 1. I can only use instant use plants. 2. I am not able to level up plants. 3. No power-ups. 4. Any conveyor belt levels, locked and loaded levels are skipped. Without any more stalling, let's get right into this challenge. Days 1 to 3 were quite literally didn't give us any instas yet, so they were done normally. On day 4 I was given my glorious king, potato mine. Day 4 was really easy, mainly because there weren't that many zombies to worrying about, making potato mine able to solo this level. Day 5 was somehow easier. This is due to there being a lot of pre-planted plants. This fatty then came and asked for my hot sauce that my potato mines and other irrelevant plants fought to acquire. Dave, being the biggie he's wanted to go back in time so that he could eat his taco again, when he could just buy another one for $5.99. Dave, being the dumbass he has accidentally made us go to ancient Egypt. I then reluctantly give this pea shooter my plant food. Day 1 is easy, potato mine solos. Day 2 is the power-up tutorial, so, shockingly, it was very easy. On day 3 Penny and Dave give me money, just 2. Then immediately rip it out of my cold, cheesy hands and buy plant food. Anyways, day 3 was actually pretty challenging. Day 4 was a conveyor belt level, skip. I was then forced to level up pea shooter to level 2. Day 5 is the first level not to have pre-planted plants, julep, but yeah, the lawnmowers still respawn, therefore making this level futile. We also get iceberg lettuce, the second plant we can use. Day 6 was a conveyor belt level. For day 7, I used iceberg lettuce and potato mine to win this level. I then had to update PVZ2, and something went horribly wrong. After updating, I had to choose a save file because I had a save before attempting this challenge. I chose the wrong one, meaning that I had to restart a levels 3 to 7. Not that much of a setback, but still annoying. On day 8 head for pre-planted plants then was easy. Day 9 is weird. So basically this was really hard and I almost lost. But then, yeah, he just kind of died. I'm not complaining, but it was weird. On day 10, I decided to rent Shrinking Violet, but I still lost. On the second attempt I used Hypno Shroom, which worked really well. Day 10 was a locked and loaded level, skip. And even if I did try to attempt this level, we were only given potato mine and gravebuster. For day 12 I rented Squash, and I won. Day 13 was boring, I used Gumnut. And since this level was so boring, I'll give you a fact about cheese. Cheese fun fact 1. It takes about 10 pounds of milk for 1 pound of cheese, but this depends on the type of milk used to make the cheese. Day 14 was challenging and I just barely won on my first attempt with Jalapeño. Jalapeño. Why does TTS say Jalapeño like that? On day 15, I rented Grape Shot, making this what could have been a hard level into a futile one. On day 16 we had a selection of 3 different instas, being Jalapeño, Primal Goat, and this guy. Obviously I chose Primal Potato Mine because I'm not stupid. Anyways, the level was easy. For day 17, I used Ghost Pepper to win. And yes, Ghost Pepper is an insta. I checked. So while I was recording, I may or may not have forgotten to record days 18 and 19. And for this first episode, I didn't take notes of each day, therefore I have absolutely no clue what happened, but I'm sure it took minimal effort to complete those days. If you guys want me to redo those levels and actually record them, let me know in the comments. Day 20. Day 20 is single-handedly the hardest level in this challenge so far. For my first attempt I rented Stunion, but that didn't last long. I rented Gumnut for my second attempt, but I was quickly overwhelmed. Jalapeño's attempt was short-lived. Hypnoshroom was also a no-no, but it was Gumnut again who gave us victory. I end this level, and of course there was some close calls, but it was overall surprisingly not that hard. Day 21 was beaten with Solar Tomato. The only noteworthy thing about this level is that we had 3 unusable pre-selected plants shoved directly into my face. Day 22 was beaten with Teleportato Mime while we couldn't plant on Date's beloved mold. Why? I don't know. Probably because he's crazy. Day 23 was a gargantuar level. Despite this, it was beaten with a rented Stunia. Day 24 was a plan your own defense level. Therefore, I made a minefield. Surprisingly, this worked. Since Dr. Zomboss is a conveyor belt level, Ancient Egypt is done, making Ancient Egypt 100% beatable while only using instant use plants. Well, thank you guys for watching and see you in Pirate Seas.